What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Ashlee's Way. I am Ashlee Ray, and for the people who have watched my videos in the past, I want to apologize because I have been completely MIA. This past spring, I spent my time coaching the Park Tudor girls tennis team, who made it to the semi-state this year. And I have to give a special shout out to Abby Sogard, who was our #1 singles player, who also made it all the way to the state finals tournament. So I want to say thank you to the girls for letting me be a part of your lives. Thank you to the families for allowing me to be part of the Park Tudor girls tennis family. You guys have been such an amazing addition to my life over the last 3 years. And thank you for letting me impact you in a sport that means so much to me. Thank you. I can't wait till next year. So also during my little hiatus, I received this amazing award from the Anderson Black Expo. It is the 2016 Recognition Award. And it was presented to me for the recognition you brought to this community, which exemplifies our mission statement. Their mission statement is to serve as an effective voice and vehicle for the social and economic advancement of African Americans. So thank you so much to the Anderson Black Expo for this. This means a lot to me. I will always cherish this. And although Anderson sometimes gets a bad rap, there are a lot of great people who have came and continue to come from Anderson. And I hope that I can continue to make Anderson proud. So again, thank you so much for this. Okay, so let's get to the real reason I'm making this video today. I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to better manage your finances. And of course, these are tips that I have been using for years. People who know me know that managing my finances is something that's really, really important to me. And although money isn't everything, we all know that, but it is very important because it allows us to purchase the tangible things that we need in life. It also allows us to live a comfortable life. And so for me, finances have always been important because I look to the people closest to me to give me the things that money can't buy. I look to myself to buy me the things that I need to take care of my tangible necessities. So just to give you a little bit of background about my financial health. So when I turned 24, I really started paying attention to my finances because at that point in time, I was at a crossroads. I was in between jobs and I started making some goals for myself and thinking about my future. And as simple as it may sound, I knew that by the time I turned 30, I wanted to have a 6-figure salary. I wanted to have bought my own house and have bought my own car. Whether I was married or not, I wanted to be able to do those things for myself. So I consulted my parents like I always do, but I also read up on how I can better manage my finances. And I knew that in order to reach the goals that I had planned out for myself, I needed to learn how to save my money better. I needed to learn how to manage my credit better because at that point in time I didn't have any credit because I didn't have any debt. And you know, I needed to make a plan for myself. And so what I'm about to do is give you a couple of tips that I have used along the way and that have helped me. People have asked me in the past how I effectively manage my finances because it is so important to me. And these are the same tips that I give other people, so hopefully these can help you out as well. So number 1, know how much you have coming into your household and know how much you have going out of your household. A lot of times I've asked people what their monthly income is and how much their bills cost, and people are like,
I mean, I don't really know. I know that I make enough to pay my bills, but I don't know exactly how much that is. I mean, everything's paid for, so that's all that matters.
No, that's not all that matters because in order to set some financial goals for yourself and in order to know where you stand at, you need to know how much money you're bringing in and how much money is going out. That is very important. Know how much you're paying on your lights, your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, your food, your gas. These are all things that you need to know. Number 2, know what your credit score is. There are way too many of us out here that don't know what our credit score is. And there are actually really good resources for you to keep up with your credit score. We all are able to get a free credit report every year at freecreditreport.com. We are entitled to that free credit report. So look it up on the website, put in your information, it will tell you everything that you need to know about your credit report. Now there are 3 different credit reports, so you may only get one, but if you want to go ahead and buy all 3, I think it's very well worth it to do that at least once a year so that you know exactly what is on your credit report. Because we all know, in order to borrow money, we have to have a good credit score. We have to show some kind of a good history that we are able to pay money back that we have borrowed in a timely manner. Nowadays, your credit report report and your credit score is not just important to buy a car or to buy a house. Our employers are looking at our credit score and credit report. Our insurance companies are looking at our credit score and credit report. It's so important because people want to associate themselves with people who are financially responsible. Number 3, just like knowing how much you make a month and how much your bills are costing you a month, it's really important to know what your spending habits are. I use 2 mobile applications on my phone that help me to manage my money. Those 2 applications are Mint.com and LEARNVEST. And what those applications allow us to do is to put our bank information in, and it will show you what your spending habits are. It will show you when you swipe with your cards, your credit cards or your debit cards, exactly where your money is going. It will even show you a pie chart and show you where most of your money is going. A lot of us would be very surprised by knowing what our spending habits are or where most of our money goes. We think that we're actually spending our money wisely when in reality, we're spending like $200 a month on fast food, or we're spending $300 a month going shopping on clothes, things that we want but not necessarily things that are necessities for us. Number 4, set some financial limits and goals for yourself. So now that you've downloaded Mint.com, now that you know what your spending habits are and that you possibly might have a shopping problem, now you can set some goals for yourself. So for example, if last month you saw that you were spending $25 a week on fast food, and you want to now make your new goal to only spend $50 for the whole month on fast food, you can actually set that parameter in both of those applications. And when you get close to reaching that $50 limit that you set for yourself, it'll actually send you a message and let you know, like, whoa, you need to slow down. You're at $49.50 on fast food this month, and it's only the first week of the month. So chill out. It's a really good application. Set some goals for yourself, set some limits for yourself, because without that discipline, you will never be able to reach the financial goals that you have set for yourself. Number 5, this is really, really important to me. I feel like I'm kind of the master at saving money. Saving money is so important, guys, only because without a savings account, you literally have nothing to fall back on if something happens. So you're just living life casually, you know, you're able to pay your rent or your mortgage on time, you're able to pay your car note on time, you know, you're able to pay your bills on time, and everything is great. Next thing you know, your transmission goes out. Probably because you didn't change your oil enough, but I'm not gonna go there. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? But your transmission goes out. Your transmission costs about $3,000, but you don't have a savings account, so you have nowhere to pull from. Okay, your paycheck comes in, but as soon as your paycheck comes in, you have to pay your bills. And because you didn't start a savings account years ago or months ago, where are you gonna get this money for your $3,000 transmission for the car that you need to get back and forth to your job? See what I'm saying? This is exactly why a savings account is so important, because we all need money for a rainy day, because even if it hasn't come in a while, I promise you, a rainy day will come. It's actually raining here today. So what a lot of people will say is that,
I don't even have enough money to save.
well, at this point, because you followed all the steps that I just gave you, by the end of that, because you know your spending habits, because you know how much money you're bringing in and how much money you have to pay out for bills, now you know how much money you can save. And just because you can't save $200 a month or $100 a month doesn't mean you can't save $50 a month or $25 a month. One thing that my dad always taught me was that eventually you want to get to a point where you have 3 months of your living expenses saved up in your savings account. Just in case for some reason you don't have a job one day and you need to make sure your bills are paid. And then he told me, once you have 3 months saved up, make sure you save up 6 months. And then once you have 6 months, then you save up 9 months. And then once you have 9 months, then you save up 12 months. So don't think I haven't followed the rule that my dad has taught me my whole life. Look, I hope these tips helped you today. If you have any questions, then please put them down below. If there are different topics that you want to hear me talk about, put it down below. But again, I am so sorry for this long hiatus. I will not be MIA this long ever again. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the video. Share if you can. Please press subscribe if you